sports coverage of the National Football League. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throw left side, complete. That's Fowler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
On 2nd down, it's Barry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Fowler, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Let's go. The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. On first down, Barry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Barry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. Got a man here. It's Roberts. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a First and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. Barry, a strong running. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steamers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get him downfield.
On second down now. It's Fowler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on first down. Fowler, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there on 3rd down. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 4.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Barry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. They go play action here on 1st down. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
On 1st down, it's Fowler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down. Fowler. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. That's long. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And Roberts with it over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He's got this one complete to Fountain. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. On 3rd down, it's Fowler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. You call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Roberts has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steamers have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Willis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's long, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 3rd down, Barry. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Barry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's long. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd down now. It's Barry, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Barry, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Townsend. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Fowler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a give right side. It's Fowler, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Roberts. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Barry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give, right side. Fowler. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Barry. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On third down, it's long, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the home team here, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.